I think I need a badge here. But existing stuff, I don't know, that's kind of boring. Let's build something custom. These Ford letters were originally fitted to the hood. They used to sit right here, but now with my flames and stuff it's getting a bit too busy here and I don't think there's enough space to fit them here. So I think I need to come up with another plan. So I'm looking at these letters and I'm thinking about what I'm building, and this is what comes into my brain. Why don't we do this? What do you think about that? F-rod. Maybe we can put a little hyphen in there. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I got thinking about the blue oval, and I think I'm going to use this as inspiration to go a little bit further with it. So I cut myself a cardboard template that's large enough to accommodate my letters. And one easy way to get this symmetrical is to fold it along the one center line, and then you cut it, and then you can double check it by folding it across that center line, which is obviously square to this one, and double check it again, trim where necessary, and that's an easy way to obtain a quick symmetrical oval. So let's see how the letters are going to fit on here. I think it's going to be big enough. Something like that. I have to play a little bit with my layout, but I think you get the idea. So I've marked this out on a piece of 1mm plate, 19 gauge I think it is. I've just given it a quick sand here. So now I can go a few directions. I can leave it bare metal, or I can even let it rust, and that will create some nice contrast. I definitely don't want something shiny, like aluminum or stainless steel. I actually kind of like the idea of rust versus that. That'll look awesome. Another option would be to paint it the same color as your truck. So yeah, take your pick, each to his own, eh? Before I cut it out, I'm actually going to bead roll it to get some nice 3D effect. So I've experimented here already. So I want to do that. And once I've done that, I can cut it out on that edge. I think that'll look quite awesome. I'm only going to get one chance to get it right through this corner here, no hesitation. So if my first attempt doesn't work, I'm going to have to chuck that piece and try again. Let's go give it a shot. Okay, so this tight corner, that's going to be the really tricky part. Final turn. Steady as she goes. Freaking thing is snagging you. Okay, now it's the home run. See if we can line them up perfectly. Alright, let's take it out and see what it looks like. Well, it's not perfect. Yeah, where I tied up, where I started, it's not 100% down there. There's a slight little kink. The sharp turns were actually not too bad. Okay, so am I going to try again? Or am I going to say, what the hell, it's just a rat rod? I think maybe the last one. Let me cut it out and then we see what we get. Another dusk. I go through these things like a kid goes through candy, man. Okay, now I'm going to clean it up. Flap disc. Some sandpaper. I think a file is the answer. Okay, so it's not perfect, but I have a good excuse. The Japanese have a saying that I really like, wabi sabi. You know, if I understand that correctly, it means there's beauty in imperfection. I think if it's rusted up a bit, you're not even going to see that because the shine will be out of it. And if I have to reflect on this whole business in hindsight, I think the flex in the frame of my El Cheapo Harbor Freight style bead roller has got quite a bit to do with it. It's on my list, long list of things to do to try and stiffen it up a bit. I will get into that at some point. But I think this is good enough for me. So of course I would like my letters nicely spaced. I've put on some masking tape here. And I see it works quite well if I put the letter onto the masking tape. And then line it up as I want it. And if I just press it down hard, it makes a little mark on the masking tape. And then I know that's where I must drill my little hole. So one right there, and one right there. Let's try my F. Looks like it could be sitting a little bit skew. And I mustn't make a spelling mistake here. Okay, cool. I got the F. I got the D. Now I must just decide how I would like to space my R and my O. Something like that. And I fiddle around with it a little bit, roll the holes, and then we can see what it looks like. Ta-da! F-rod. What do you think? I gotta dream up a way to do a little hyphen here now, I think. How am I gonna do that? That's just the only stuff I can find in my shop that is gonna stay shiny and not rust. It's a piece of stainless steel round bar, 10 millimeters in diameter, 3/8 inch about. So I'm just creating two flat faces on it now. So I'm just sanding my filed surface with some 400 wet and dry paper that's glued onto a stick. So yeah, I suppose you can go the whole hog here. But I'm not building jewelry.
So I'm not going to work my way through all the different paper grades. You could, I mean, go up and end up by 2000 and see your face in the bloody thing. But what the hell, I'm just building a rat rod, so I'm not going to go to that extreme.
So from 400 grit I went straight onto the buffing wheel quickly. It's got a shitload of shine. There is some scratch marks still visible. But who cares, it's just a rat rod. This is about the shiniest piece I've made for the whole freaking truck. I don't know. I think it's too long. I'm gonna cut it shorter. I'm also starting to think that maybe I put my letters too close to each other, yeah. Oh well, there's no going back. I'm not making it again. Let's try cutting this short and see what it looks like. Okay, maybe that looks a little bit better. So now, how am I going to attach that little hyphen? I can't believe I'm actually doing this. The shit I dream up. But anyway, I've drilled some blind holes. Tiny ones. And I'm just very carefully tapping it a little bit. Stainless steel, not my favorite material. Ooh. And now I've got a kitchen handle for a doll's house. So I've added two little M4 studs. Now what would M4 be in American? Let me see if I can figure that out. It's a little bit more than 1/8. So that would be 1/8 is 2/16, but it's a little bit more than that. What's the next size? 32nd. So that would be 4/32, a little bit more. I got it, 5/32. M4 is about 5/32. How clever am I? My door handle became a hyphen. Alright, we're getting there. I'm going to take the masking tape off and figure a way to hold these letters in place. So normally these type of badges are held on with a little special washer like you see here. Problem is I haven't got any of those, so I need to come up with another plan. And this is the only solution I could come up with. I've just used some blobs of that steel epoxy, as you see here. That'll hold it. And I've also added some brackets for mounting it. I think let's go put it on the truck to see what it looks like. Okay, let's see. Something like that. Let's stand back and see what it looks like in perspective. What do you think? Does it work for you? I think I must rust it up to get more contrast. Here's how I attached it. It's just those little brackets that comes around to the back side of the grill, and then I drilled and tapped and screwed it on place. Like so. Yeah, I can't make up my mind. I like the bare metal look. But I think if I let this rust, I can give it a treatment with some vinegar or acid, anyways, to get it rust quickly. It might actually give a little bit more contrast between the chrome letters and obviously that rust backing. And what's your opinion? Please let me know. I'd appreciate it. Hey Oaks, thanks a lot for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.